Yo, what's going on? Troy here, Superhuman You, and in today's video, I'm gonna talk about the house method, house right there, to build muscle mass. Now, this is the guaranteed way to build lean muscle mass. Only 3 things have to happen in your body scientifically to build lean muscle mass, just like only 3 things have to happen to build this giant house right here. And a lot of people like to really overcomplicate building lean muscle mass, just like a lot of people would overcomplicate what it takes to build a massive house like that right there. Only 3 things have to happen. I'm gonna break down precisely what has to happen, and you're gonna get all the details that go into all 3 elements of building lean muscle mass. Let's dive right into it. So 3 factors only go into building lean muscle mass. Now, think of it like this. To build this giant house, what do we need? We need the raw material, we need the bricks, all the actual construction material that goes into that. And then we need the workers to actually build it, because we're not so advanced that we got iRobot building houses yet. And then we need the money to finance the operation. Now, building lean muscle mass, exact same way. Building lean muscle mass, those are the only 3 things that go into it. You need to have, number 1, enough growth factors in your bloodstream. That's why bodybuilders, they inject testosterone right here. Injecting testosterone, injecting insulin, IGF-1, HGH. Why do they inject these things? It's not like a surplus of protein shakes. It's not a calorie. It's a hormone. The more hormones that you have in your bloodstream, the more lean muscle mass you're gonna build. They actually did this study one time, and they had guys that were simply injecting steroids versus guys who were training and eating right naturally. And the guys who were taking steroids, who weren't even training, gained more lean muscle mass than the people who are training naturally. That is how important the hormones in your bloodstream are. And then we're talking about amino acids and protein. If you don't have enough amino acids, you have no building blocks to build lean muscle mass. So you need enough protein. That's why you need like 0.75 to 1 gram of protein to build that lean muscle mass. And then, most importantly, and by the way, I'm gonna get to what most guys screw up in a second. Most importantly, you need enough carbohydrates and healthy fats, because if you don't, say for instance, you have pretty good hormone levels, you're like all natural, you're doing the right things to increase your hormones, you're sleeping right, you're not really stressed out, so you got your testosterone, your HGH, all that on point, you're eating enough protein. But what happens, especially with naturally skinny guys that have like really fast resting metabolisms, what happens is you don't have enough carbohydrates, you don't have enough healthy fats, so your body starts tapping into those amino acids. And if you just mess up one of these 3 things, you're not gonna be able to build lean muscle mass. So to optimize muscle growth, we got to nail all 3, which is gonna be the heart and soul of this video. So number 1, growth factors. That's why I'm gonna do a ton of videos on this channel about just skyrocketing your testosterone, skyrocketing your HGH. It is so crucial to have really high growth factors in your bloodstream. So not having growth factors in your bloodstream, it's like committing muscle building suicide, because the more testosterone that your body secretes, the more HGH, IGF-1, all these muscle building growth hormones, it's just gonna make it so much easier. You're gonna be stronger, you're gonna have more energy, you're gonna be more anabolic. All right guys, as I was saying, I literally just got kicked out in front of that big mansion over there. Hector came over and threw me out, said you gotta get the fuck out of here. Just kidding, he was actually very nice, but he said we had to get a filming permit. So, as I was saying, the raw material and the bricks, everything that goes into building the house, I want you to think of this as the amino acids. Now, I'm gonna break this down one by one and talk about how you can optimize all 3 of these, because we have to optimize the growth factors, we have to optimize the amino acids, we have to optimize the ATP/energy to be a muscle building machine. Just like, think of it like if you're building a house. If you don't have all 3 elements, you're not gonna build a big, beautiful house. I know I'm not standing in front of a house anymore. I'm standing on the 13th hole. So by the way, I've probably been kicked out of like 10 or 15 different things, places in my life while filming videos. So I'm trying to get two kickouts, I guess you'd say, in one day. So now I'm just on a private golf course here on the 13th hole. So let's get this party started. Number 1, growth factors in your bloodstream. Now, think about why this is so important. You could literally have two people have the exact same diet plan, the exact same workout, same height, same weight, same body fat, the one who just has the slight higher level of testosterone in their bloodstream is gonna grow lean muscle mass much, much faster. In fact, they once did this study and they compared, one guy was injecting anabolic steroids, wasn't even working out at all. The other guy over here was training hard, eating right, doing it the all-natural way. And for 30 days, they measured their results of how much muscle mass they built. The guy who was only injecting testosterone gained more lean muscle mass than the guy over here who's busting his ass. Ain't that a bitch? Well, that's the truth about how important the hormones are in your bloodstream. Now, that's why pro bodybuilders injecting like testosterone and HGH, insulin, IGF-1, all the crazy things they do to their body. Why do they do it? Think about it, like a hormone injection of steroids is not a surplus of protein shakes. It is simply hormones in your bloodstream. That's why these growth factors are so important. So that's why I'm gonna dedicate at least 5 to 10 more videos on this channel over the next couple months to maximizing the growth factors in your bloodstream. So it's an entirely different topic, but make sure you subscribe because I'm gonna break down so many videos how to secrete that testosterone, get those anabolic hormones sky high because it is so important for building lean muscle mass. But a few quick things I wanna give you so you can maximize your growth factors in the meantime is think about it like this. Your body is an adaptation machine. Your body responds to extreme events. So by doing things like sprint intervals, by taking ice baths, by doing compound exercises, doing really heavy resistance training on your lower body, on your body's largest and strongest muscle groups, you're forcing your body to adapt to an extreme event and it's gonna secrete more testosterone, secrete more growth factors in your bloodstreams. Growth factors and ATP/energy are the things that people are most likely doing wrong. So like most people, they're stressed out, they're not eating right, they're not getting enough sleep, so their growth factors or testosterone, everything across the board is much lower than it needs to be. That's why low testosterone is such a problem in today's day and age. You simply turn on the TV, you got eugenics testosterone commercials, you got all these bullshit supplements being sold to you because low testosterone is a major problem. Now the other major problem is ATP/energy. Most people are eating enough protein who are trying to build lean muscle mass. They're conscious of like eating a lot of chicken, drinking the protein shakes, but if you don't have enough complex carbohydrates and healthy fats, enough ATP/energy in your bloodstream, everything is gonna be for naught because if your body doesn't have enough carbs when you're working out, it's gonna tap into the amino acids, the protein source. Now, instead of those amino acids being used to build lean muscle mass, it's gonna be utilized for an energy source. This is what you don't want. So that's why you have got to load up on complex carbohydrates and healthy fats to build lean muscle mass. That's why, like, when it comes down to it, eating a calorie surplus simply means that you have enough ATP/energy in your bloodstream to build lean muscle mass. So that's why I load up on things like hemp seeds and chia seeds and avocado, olive oil and coconut oil, whole eggs, wild-caught salmon. These are all great sources of healthy fats. And then complex carbohydrates, I want you guys to load up on sweet potatoes, red skin potatoes. All kinds of potatoes are awesome for getting you enough carbohydrates and also maximizing those growth factors in your bloodstream. Things like brown rice and quinoa, great carbohydrate sources. Things like pineapple are awesome for getting more carbs, improving digestion. So make sure you have enough ATP/energy by getting all of those carbohydrates and healthy fats. Now, for me personally, I have a super fast metabolism, so I actually need like 400 to 500 grams of carbohydrates and about 75 grams of healthy fats every single day to be in that calorie surplus. So most guys who aren't building lean muscle mass, it's because they're messing this up. They're not eating enough carbohydrates and healthy fats. Your body needs that ATP/energy, especially if you're really active, you have a hectic lifestyle, you're stressed out, and you already have a fast metabolism, you're already going to the gym 5 to 6 days a week. This means you have to be in a calorie surplus to build lean muscle mass. You gotta jack up those carbohydrates and those healthy fats. And then last but not least, the protein, the amino acids. You know, you need amino acids to build lean muscle mass. This is usually not the problem when it comes to why guys aren't building lean muscle mass. So just make sure you get in about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight and you should be golden. So just keep a little running tab throughout the day. If you weigh 200 pounds, try to get in like 180 to 200 pounds of lean muscle mass and you will be a muscle building machine. So anyways, make sure I don't get kicked out here. I am signing off from the 13th hole of whatever the hell private golf course I am sitting on right now. But one more thing, make sure in the description below you grab my 100% free NFL Combine JJ Watt push-pull workout. It's gonna actually help you get a bigger chest, get bigger arms and increase your bench press strength. It's literally the exact same type of push-pull workouts that NFL draftees do before the NFL Combine. And I know this because I used to go to IMG Academy and I saw firsthand what the NFL players were doing before the NFL Combine. And really cool stuff, so just make sure you grab that in the description below. Just click it and download away and enjoy that push-pull workout during bulking season. And if you have any questions whatsoever, I know I kind of talk fast and ramble on about these concepts, make sure you let me know in the comments below. I will personally look over every single one of your questions and comments regarding this super complicated topic. But remember, building muscle mass does not need to be complicated. Only 3 things have to happen in your body, so don't fuck it up. Subscribe, grab that push-pull workout. Talk to you guys real soon.